Hello, people. I am Darth Easy.
Woo, and I'm Rainy Cage.
And after about 10 months, 10-month break, the ECK show is live for the first time. So this is a little experiment we're trying. I was like, well, I've been wanting to bring the ECK show back for a while now. Mostly, I've been watching. There's been some movies out for streaming. You went to the theaters not that long ago,
I
if I
did.
remember right.
Yep.
Um, And so maybe days are going back to normal.
Normal. Yep, we survived the apocalypse, and
I don't think it's not over yet, but we're slowly getting back to a little normal. Okay,
yeah,
so how so it's since I saw you last since we did our top 10 movies. What have you been up to?
playing a lot of video games. I've watched a few movies, but not a whole lot. But and working. I mean, doing a lot of video gaming on my new PS5. I'm catching up on games I missed out over the last couple of years.
Couple of years. It's been longer than a couple of years.
I would play like one game a year in the newest Call of Duty, and I was like, man, I need to go back and play some of these good games that everybody always talks about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've mostly just been, you know, watching a few movies every now and then, and I was playing a lot of games, and then I kind of got burnt out after I beat Ghost of Tsushima. Uh,
Yeah, I want to
tried
borrow that.
okay, you can borrow it anytime. um, I started Assassin's Creed Valhalla, didn't care for it, and stopped playing, and then I've been back into my Survivor overhaul. So I'm getting close to being done with
Where
Survivor.
where where are we streaming to exactly?
We're streaming to YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, okay, okay. That's what I was wondering
So it's
because
streaming
it
on my
pops up on
YouTube.
Facebook.
Yeah. So we're streaming on. You can add multiple pages. So I
Okay.
was like, oh, let's do Facebook script. Why not? Well, it's an untapped market.
Okay.
So we'll see if anything comes of it. All right. So today, as our debut episode of the renew episode of the Easy K Show, this is also episode 122. If you want to listen
Woo.
back to the old, if you want to listen back to the old archives of the Easy K Show back when it was on podcast, you can check it out there on the Easy Cage stream, and then you can also check it out on the Dark Easy YouTube page. It's on my main channel. I believe it's on Randy K's channel. I don't know if it was. I don't know. He doesn't do YouTube anymore. He doesn't exist. He's gone.
I think I have your playlist saved on my YouTube page,
Mm-hmm.
so I think they still show up on there somewhere.
Yeah. So I re-put the Easy K show back on my YouTube page because I was like, let's restart this podcast, trying to figure out different little streaming apps. This was the simplest one to use. It's not the one we may use this one going forward. We may just we might figure something else out eventually. So
Okay.
let's talk. So what a good way to talk about our first new episode of the Easy Case Show than talking about the Snyder Cut, Justice League. We never thought we would see it, and it is here. So, Rainy Cage, first overall thoughts of Justice League.
The Snyder Cut, it was awesome. I enjoyed it. Only saw that original Justice League once back in theaters, and I purposely didn't go back and watch it because I didn't want to. And but still, it felt like I was watching a brand new movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the villain, I did go back and watch my review originally of Justice League, and I remembered the thing I hated the most was that villain, and they did a really good job of making you care about Steppenwolf and uh, understand why he's doing what he's doing. But really, all over the whole movie. I mean, it's just you get more time with the characters. You they cut stuff that was weird from the original, and they added a ton of stuff.
Oh
And
yeah.
just the ending. I mean, the ending feels like a completely different movie. The whole movie feels like a completely different movie. But I really enjoyed it, and it really made me want more Snyder movies in the DCEU, and I know that's trending on Twitter right now, so I joined in because I agree. I would like another Snyder DCEU movie.
Which is crazy because you're such a DC hater that that you actually enjoyed the movie. So my overall thoughts of the movie was the quote. If I'm gonna go for a negative, let's hold off negatives. We'll talk about negatives in a little bit.
Okay.
My overall thoughts of this movie was awesome, and it was just cool to see these characters again. It took all the stuff like the things I hated about Justice League, the original, was jokey Batman. I don't want my Batman joking around. And all the Josh Whedon extra scenes that he did was taken out. I love the characters. I liked how we got to spend more time with Barry Allen. Got to see Iris in the movie for a little bit. You got to see a little more of Jason Momoa as Aquaman. You got to see Martian Manhunter. I was like, oh, that's cool. The general from Man of Steel, who was the Secretary of Defense in Batman v Superman, is Martian Manhunter. That is awesome. I was blown away when they did that. And I think I heard some things about Justice League, but I was a little pessimistic about this Justice League Snyder cut because I'm like, there's no way it's going to be, because the original cut of the movie, I hate it. I just did not enjoy that film, and I'm like, how's the movie going to be better? And it feels like, to rip a joke off of Chris Rock from when they saw The Irishman. Zack Snyder, I really enjoyed the first season of Justice League. That's where you're supposed to laugh, Okay, thank you.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Thank you. So I mean, it was a little long. That was one of my negatives of the movies. It's because when I was looking into it to watch it, I was like, God, 4 hours.
Hey, if it was a Martin Scorsese movie, you would have enjoyed it.
3 hours is my limit. 4 hours is like, that's pushing it.
I had some negatives.
Okay, go ahead.
There was a lot of slow-mo. I mean, Zack Snyder loves his slow-mo about as much as J.J. Abrams like his lens flares. Mm-hmm. There was a ton of slow-mo. And sometimes the slow-mo with whatever musical number he picked, I was just like, and we were just like watching people walk around and stuff. I was like, all right, I mean, we don't need this. That probably would have cut out some of the lengthy runtime. There was a couple times where I don't know. There was still some cheesy stuff in there. Like, for instance, when Wonder Woman I love the expanded Wonder Woman scene at the beginning. But then with the girl who just stands up, is like, "Can I be you?" out of the blue after she just watched him take down all these bank robbers or whatever, and then she's like, "You could be anything you want, princess." I was like, okay, that's just a little cheesy.
But I personally, I like that moment because that's Wonder Woman's character. That's Wonder Woman though. I mean, Gal Gadot. I mean, I know you didn't care for 84. But I just feel like Gal Gadot completely embodies the Wonder Woman character I've seen on the cartoons and everything. I just think she's a perfect person to play that character.
She is. So, I didn't like 84, but I mean, I didn't like the first Captain America either, and so it's okay. But I will say it was one of the better in all the DCEU films. This ranks up there. For me, I mean, it was real good. I'd probably still say I like Man of Steel a little bit better, but other than that, I'd say this was up there.
Yeah, I mean, I just like everything they added to the movie, and like when you see Darkseid, and you see all like the potential futures. The one when you see Darkseid's Omega beams, I had such a nerdgasm that I was like, that is amazing. And in Darkseid's like, get the Amara, we're going to take it the old fashioned way. And the movie, like, there are so many things in the movie that's it's a little confusing. And I even like how the movie, like, it kind of explains how everything started, because the opening of the movie is the end of Batman v Superman. Because I don't believe that was the opening of the original
No,
cut of Justice League, but
no,
his
they're
scream is what the mother boxes heard, and it's like, okay, Earth is now ready to be taken because the Earth's greatest defender is gone. That makes perfect. That's because the problem with the original cut of Justice League was it made no sense. It was scrambled, it was cut up and everything, and you just hear the screams throughout the Earth, and the mother boxes start activating. And I liked how we learned how he became Cyborg was because of the mother boxes. How his dad basically turned him into Frankenstein, and he was, he's Frankenstein, and he's Frankenstein's a monster. And how he activated the mother box a year ago, and nothing happened of it because they're like, yeah, we're not. You can use the mother boxes. We don't want to deal with Superman. We're good. So so yeah, I mean, and then all the performances, and it was even cool. I don't believe what's his face, William Dafoe, and he wasn't in the original cut of Justice League, was he?
I don't know. I don't remember that part. If it
Yeah,
wasn't,
I don't remember that part. Yeah, I remember Amber Heard in the original cut. Um, like I said, I think the movie delivers on so many good levels. The positive are completely outweigh the negative. I mean, I understand Warner Brothers not wanting a 4 hour version of a movie, and this movie didn't have to be 4 hours long. This could have been cut down to 3 hours. I mean, look at freaking Avengers Endgame. The movie was about 3 hours long, probably, and it made how much money? Now,
all the monies.
now Justice League, if it was a 3 hour movie, do I think it would have made more money than what it made? Probably.
I don't know.
Maybe
It
I'm being.
depends. Yeah, it's hard to go back and be like, well, at the time, the I don't know. It was a weird time because even I didn't give the original Justice League a very harsh review. I said it was fine, you know. And then now I bet if I was to go back and watch it, I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's a completely different movie, and this is horrible.
Mhm.
I what you were talking about, Cyborg, like all these characters now, I could see myself being like, ooh, I'd love to see a Cyborg movie. Or when I ended the other Justice League, I didn't care. I was like, oh man, I wonder if Ben Affleck's going to be Batman or not. Like, and Ben Affleck was amazing in this movie, by the way.
Yeah,
Even
he was great.
So,
Like, he was great. Yeah, I mean, Batman. I've always enjoyed Ben Affleck's Batman. I didn't care for him so much in the Whedon cut of Justice League, just because I don't want Batman making jokes. It's fine for Flash and Aquaman and even Wonder Woman to make jokes, but Batman, he's a dark, brooding character. That's not what he like. He still has that one little line about I'm rich.
that was the best
I,
line.
and
His best.
I still really enjoyed that. Let's talk about the end of the film.
Okay.
The Mad Max, it's like the Mad Max Fury Road kind of with Joker in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Am I crazy, or was Jared Leto, I thought, really good in that scene?
No, he was good. And I guess that was like a glimpse. The world's still going to come to an end, and that was a glimpse of them in the future. I guess going to be working together or something. No, yeah, Jared Leto was good in that. I would like to see more of that, but that's part of the thing of like, are we ever going to see more of that, or was that just it's too late to go to go, to see these characters again? I feel
Yeah,
like.
I mean, it was cool to see. It was cool because that original post-credit scene of Justice League we saw, which you can tell it's basically a little re-edited. Instead of saying, "Why don't we start a league of our own?" It's just Lex Luthor pitting Deathstroke and Batman against each other.
Which
And
originally Deathstroke was going to be the villain in the first Batman movie. That's why that's
right,
there. Yeah.
yes, and you're just like, man, that's cool. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
It was cool. It was a cool experience. Like you said, it's definitely long. I had to chunk it out. I had to watch like 45 minutes in one night and then come back. I couldn't sit through the whole 4 hours, and then but I enjoyed it, and I would definitely, if this comes out on Blu-ray, I'd get it to watch again.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. So
You got to
yeah,
get on
overall
Twitter
thought.
and join the chorus.
Join the chorus.
The hashtag restore the Snyderverse is what's trending.
Hashtag restore the Cyberverse.
Yeah,
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I loved Shazam,
I thought it was all
and
right.
I didn't care for Birds of Prey.
I loved that movie.
Yeah, and I thought 84 was okay.
Yeah. See, for
So I
me,
mean,
all these movies have been. I liked Birds of Prey, but they're just so messy with the timeline and what they're doing, and I don't know. And this new Batman, it's not gonna have nothing to do with anything. It's
right, but then there's those rumors that, or I don't think they were rumors. I think Ben Affleck was supposed to come back for Flashpoint, the next Flash movie, um, along with Michael Keaton.
yeah.
So
Who knows?
who knows what's going on with the DC EU or FU or whatever it
the
is.
DCUFU.
DC FU. Uh,
That's
so
brilliant.
yeah. So overall review rating. What's your score of Justice League?
I'm gonna give it a
Snyder
four and a
Cut.
half. The
Four and a
Snyder
half.
Cut, 4.5, and I think I gave the original one a 3. So
Okay.
significant bump.
So my score, which you'll find out sometime next week when my review posts, but it'll be a minus is what I'm giving it, which is basically a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
I do think it's a little long at points, and it's just sad that we're not going to get to see more of this. And
Maybe.
I'm curious, maybe.
Yeah.
So I just don't. I feel like this is a. I just don't think they're going to ever come back to this. I mean, I would love to listen. I would love to see Dark Side and other stuff in the DC stuff, but in DC's defense, Marvel already beat them to the punch with Thanos.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same kind of story, and
Yeah, and maybe take some time and let's see what this new Batman and these other movies they have planned go with Shazam and the Wonder Woman and all that stuff. We're supposedly working on a Flash, like you said. So they could always turn around and we could come back to it later and it have something to do with the multiverse or something,
Mm-hmm.
But I never thought we were going to get this Snyder cut. So
no, I didn't think it existed. I think we talked multiple episodes of the ODCK show saying, is there really a Snyder cut? I didn't think there ever was. I didn't think we would ever see it. And I think if the pandemic never happened, I don't think we would have ever seen this movie come out.
Well, I enjoyed it. It was cool.
Okay, guys, that ends the re-debut of the Easy K show. Was this a disaster? Was it a hit? Whatever it is, comment below. Let me and Rainy Cage know. We'll come out with more episodes. We'll know. I don't really know what the schedule's going to be yet. Right now, I'm actually on vacation, so it's one of the reasons why I was able to do this today. I've been watching a lot of March Madness. But yeah, we'll come up with a schedule. Maybe have some more episodes come out in the next few weeks or months, and
I feel like in a couple months things are going to start getting back to normal. I hope.
Yeah,
I've said that before, but
I'm gonna be like LeBron James walking into a movie theater, have the white dust and everything, and just go like that. So I mean, that's gonna be my return to the theater, but it's still a while away. I'm hoping I get to see Dune this year. That's I didn't even do a top 10 anticipated this year because I didn't want to put a list out there and be disappointed that the movie got pushed back to 2022.
Yeah.
It's the first year I haven't done a top 10 anticipated since ever. It's the first year I haven't done one.
I think Black Widow. I bet that's going to be the one. That's going to be the one to go back and see in theaters. So what's that? 2 months away. May. Actually, that's only a month away.
Yeah, month or so away. So,
yeah.
But yeah, you've been watching the Marvel shows.
Yeah. WandaVision and Falcon, and I liked them.
Yeah.
Are we still live streaming right now?
We are.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Listen to this. I mean, I was just kind of curious. All right, guys, that is this episode. So, guys, click that like button, subscribe, and tell more people about Easy Nation. Until next time, all too easy.
Peace out.